Have you ever had this feeling where you knew you were about to achieve something incredible? Well, in this video, you're about to experience that feeling right now, as we are now going to be solving the final 8 4-color pieces. So let's get to it. So, as we recall, the magenta face is our last face, so let's put him on top this time. Alright? So now he's on top. Next, we're just going to choose orange as our front face, since he's already in the front. So now, what we're going to be doing is that we're going to be looking for a 4-colored piece among these 4 that have orange on them. Obviously, this one does. There you go. See? He has orange. So, you know the rules. What 3 other colors does it have other than orange? Magenta, which is up here, maroon, yellow, and so because this top face here by default already has magenta, we only need to twist our face sideways horizontally like this. Get it? Good. So, how do we go about this? These 2 faces here need to have either I see yellow or maroon 2-color piece on them, since this top face already has the magenta. And so I see yellow here, so I could twist him here, but then this guy also needs one of the 2. So instead, I twist him again. See what I did? Now these 2 faces have either a yellow or maroon 2-color piece on them, as you can see. And like I said, this face already has magenta, so we don't need to worry about him. So now that we've gotten that out of the way, we use the 4-colored cycle and Alt reference piece to cycle him in. Just like that. Put him back. Track the piece you just solved. So he's right here. Rotate the 4-dimensional Rubik's Cube sideways. Shift, drag. So now he's right here. Alright, I see maroon is already oriented, while these 3 other colors are not. And recall that our macro, our 4-color twisting macro, twists the 3 colors on this arch here. So we use the 4-color twist. Bam! Just like that. Then, we look for another 4-colored piece among these 4 that I just showed you that has orange on it. This guy. He is on the outside too, so I rotate the 4-dimensional Rubik's Cube so that he's here. Just like that. What 3 other colors does this guy have other than orange? Magenta, maroon, and white. This by default already has magenta, so we only need to twist this horizontally. And so, maroon's right here. I could put him here, but what about this guy? So I rotate him one more time in the same direction. These 2 people are happy now. They either have a maroon or white one. See? Both of them have one of each. And then again, this top face here that my cursor is pointing at, by default, it has magenta. So now, cycle him in. Put him back. Remember where he is. There he is. Obviously, he is not oriented correctly. I see magenta's correctly oriented, but these 3 here on this sort of pan are not. How do I deal with this guy? First, we put the magenta piece on the bottom. Alright. Rotate the 4-dimensional Rubik's Cube so that he's in this slot. This slot. And now that he's underneath here like that, up. Alright. So now, you have to be careful. You have solved many 4-colored pieces. So recall that our twisting algorithm actually twists these three four-colored pieces. And so in order to deal with that, we have to make sure that those three that I just highlighted for you are all unsolved pieces, which in this case they all are. If that isn't the case for you, make sure to twist the cube so that there are two unsolved pieces here, because you don't want to mess anything up. So now that we're all set, twist it. Boom, just once. Alright, now put the magenta face back on top. Okay, orange back in front. If orange isn't already at the front, you have to do that. So let's look for another four-color piece among these four with orange on it. Boom, right there. Okay, what three other colors? I see a magenta, which is by default here, a blue, and a white. White's already here. Oh, blue's already here. And so, as you can see, I don't need to rotate this face at all. And the reason why is because these two faces already have one of each. This one already has blue, this one already has white, and this already has magenta. So I just do cycle. There. Does he need to be oriented? I don't think so. He doesn't. Orange matches with orange, white matches white, blue to blue, magenta, you know what. So there. Next, we look for one last four-colored piece among these four that have orange on it. So let's take a look. Ooh, this one's already solved. This one doesn't have orange. Must be on these two. Spotted him. Right here. So, what the other colors? Magenta, blue, yellow. Magenta is already here. Yellow's here. Where's blue? Where's Waldo? He's in the outside. If he's not on any of these faces that you see here, he's on the outside. So I twist him here. Which is yellow here, blue's here. Next, cycle, alt reference piece. Back. Back. Alright. Now we put the piece we just solved in the front. Alrighty. So now, we see, does he need to be oriented? Obviously yes. Yellow, orange need to be swapped. Magenta, blue also need to be swapped. Now, make sure these two pieces are unsolved pieces and not already solved pieces like this one here. Alright, I see they are unsolved. This color isn't correct, and this isn't either, so they're both unsolved pieces. So let's apply the 4 twist from any position. So now we've oriented, as you can see, magenta. You put the solved color magenta on the bottom. So now he's here. Rotate it 4-dimensionally. So now he's here. Up. Now he's here. Alright. Remember what I mentioned to you? You need these two 4-colored pieces to be unsolved. This is what I'm talking about. This guy is actually solved. Alright? He's actually solved. If I do the 4-color twist now, see that? It'll mess him up. We don't want that. We want him to be solved in peace. So, I can move these two unsolved pieces up here. So now, I can do it. Just like that. And just move it back. Wow. So now we have solved all the orange 4-color pieces. So now, what's the remaining face? I see it's light blue. Put light blue on top. Let's just choose blue as our front face, alright? So what among these two have blue? What among these two four-color pieces have blue? I see this one does. Move him to the front. Alright. What three other colors? Magenta, yellow. So this has blue already. This one has magenta, but we need yellow. Yellow's not anywhere here, so he must be in the back. Rotate him so I can push this guy across. And then yellow's here. Alright. Now remember, warning. This piece is solved. But how do we get any other unsolved piece into this place? How do you get this guy in here? Ah, we have to rotate the outside face. So how do we even do that? Hold down the 3 key and twist this face here. Like that. Like that. Like we just rotated him down like by doing this. Alright. Then cycle it. Move him back. And then just move this face back. So I see the piece we just solved is oriented. And so as you can see, now this might not be the case. You might have to orient it, but in this case we have solved all the blue 4-color pieces. So now let's put maroon on top. Remaining face. Alright. So either you will have 2 misoriented pieces or just one with 2 swaps. Here I have 2. I have 1 with 2 swaps. How do I solve 1 with 2 swaps? First, so make sure you have a 4-colored twisting algorithm, twisting macro, that can twist only 2 pieces. Because the one that I've been using twisted 3 pieces, but you have to have one that twists only 2. I've showed you how to create a macro that twists 2 in a previous video already. And so now that we have it, we use our macro here. Now, our macro twists these colors on the arch here, and these colors on the arch here. So we have to make it so both of these 4 colors have their unsolved colors here on the arch. Does that make sense? So what do? First, we could move this to the bottom so that we've expanded him. Move him up like that. See that? And then of course, Mr. Solved guy here is in the center. Now twist. There. Put him back. Put him back. Yay! We just solved the 4-dimensional Rubik's Cube. Wow! Did you just believe that? Tell all your friends. Tell everyone. Alright? Send your log file to superliminal.com to Miss Belinda Green and become the next person to solve the 4-dimensional Rubik's Cube. If you have any comments, please post them in the comment section, obviously. Any questions, they also belong in the comment section. Make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel for a potential tutorial on how to solve the 5-dimensional Rubik's Cube. Alright? Alright, thanks.